So, having decided to become a curator, one has to understand what curation is. Curation is neither a mechanical way of proceeding to collect resources, and it is therefore both an art and a science. Had it not been that, somebody would have created an app for it, like this person, this young boy who created the app called Samli, where they simply pick up stuff from various things and create a summary of the newspaper reports to you. So curation is something which cannot be reduced to an algorithm and has to be exercised with certain amount of experience, and that's why a teacher has to do this. So first thing, it is not mere aggregation. Mere aggregation can become something like a thesaurus or a dictionary or something where you just put together, or a directory of resources. That is one kind of thing. A curated resource will therefore differ depending upon the experience and perspective of different teachers. So even if two physics teachers were to make a list of curated resources for a given topic, a standard topic like even Newton's laws of motion, their choice of content could be different. And that would show the difference between one teacher and another. When a curator produces a series of curated contents, that person brings his perspective and also actually gives some kind of an annotation or guidance. So it would probably try to say, this is the thing which you must read even if you don't read anything else. This is a video you must watch even if you never watched anything. This podcast from such and such a person you must actually definitely listen to. In some demonstrations, he might be talking about, look at the way this demonstration about chemistry has been done in this video. This is going way beyond what a directory does or a referencer does or an aggregator does. And it is here that the experience and discretion of the teacher comes in. An experienced teacher, during the course of his teaching or her teaching, comes across a number of things and therefore may suddenly connect to many different things to create an interesting learning experience. I think this is one of the most important things to remember, that while, as you will see in the program, you will be given various ways of doing curation, various sources of curation, various stories of this thing, eventually it will become an individualized thing. And after a while you will see that even if on the same topic, different teachers are required to make a curated set of resources, their take will be different. One person may consider something more important, most interesting, the other person may not consider that, and so on. And it is this richness and diversity which is what is very, very important. Therefore, don't think of following curation like a flowchart or an algorithm or a series of steps that you just do, because it is more than that.